Now, Russian advances have ground to a halt in many areas, with the Ukrainian forces holding out in several cities and also launching effective counterattacks. Now, what you are seeing on your screens is a Russian D-30 artillery battery, which the Ukrainians claim they have destroyed. But as the invasion of Russia enters the second month, Ukrainian forces have claimed to have sunk a Russian landing ship in the port of Berdyansk. Ukrainian forces have also made successful counterattacks near the capital city of Kyiv. We're also hearing that they have been able to hold off Kharkiv in the east. So considerable advances that the Ukrainians are now claiming. Now, the UN General Assembly overwhelmingly has approved a resolution blaming Russia for humanitarian crisis in Ukraine and urging an immediate ceasefire and protection for millions of civilians and the homes, schools and hospitals critical to their survival. The US ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, has said that the war showed that Russia bore sole responsibility for the grave humanitarian crisis and violence in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia's ambassador to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, has called the vote a pseudo-humanitarian resolution presented by Western allies in Ukraine to condemn Russia. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said, after meeting the president of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Peter Moria, that Russia has no reason to expect Ukraine to fulfill its humanitarian obligations. Lavrov said that Moscow had listened to the recommendations regarding problems of humanitarian access and the functioning of humanitarian corridors prepared by the Red Cross after Moria's visit to Kyiv. The Russian stock markets opened for limited trading under heavy restrictions for the first time since Moscow began its military operation in Ukraine, coming almost a month after prices plunged and the market was shut down as a way to insulate the economy. The spokesperson of the Russian Foreign Ministry has said that the decision to transfer payments for Russia's natural gas into Russian rubles was to be perceived as a national holiday. President Vladimir Putin had earlier announced that Russia will demand that unfriendly countries pay for Russian natural gas exports only in rubles from now on.
US President Joe Biden will be conducting a series of meetings, starting with a NATO meeting that's in Brussels, that's going to take place, and then you have the G7, and of course the meeting that he's going to have with the European leaders to rally their support at this point in time. It's going to be important given the fact that they certainly need the kind of ammunition right now to ensure that the Russian aggression is stopped to a greater extent.